Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the training. Today was a pretty fun and pretty interesting day of training, so I'll just get into the training breakdown for today. I started off with some hand balancing, really working with the air baby position and the handstand. This was pretty good balance, 50-50 strength, especially in the arms, and technique with the air baby. So this wasn't really a super technical air baby movement, but it did build a lot of strength. What I mean by technical would be something to eventually flag off into the one-armed air baby, but there was a lot of technique in the transition and the up and down of this handstand practice. So after that, I got into the middle splits. For me, at my current level of the middle splits, this movement right here is the best for building up the hips and building up the strength and the end range of motion. Really focusing on balancing on one leg, not using the supporting hand at all, really. It looks like I'm touching the wall, but I'm not. I really get the benefit from bending the knee and extending the knee. And that's where you really challenge the hips. And there is a good amount of balance work required with the balancing leg, the single leg, strength and balance for some technique in that area. So I'd like to say thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. This isn't possible without viewers like you, and you're the reason I do this channel. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Now I get into kind of a middle of the training session stretching. Normally I do it last, but because my splits training is more strength focused than stretching, and I'm kind of not doing the bridge as much because I need to, address some of the weak points in the shoulders that I'm really doing off camera. A lot of shoulder windmills with a small weight, and off camera with a no weight, just to mobilize the shoulder. But here I'm making a lot of progress with the hips. I started doing single-legged lotus pose, whatever this is called, where instead of doing a butterfly pose of both legs, I'm doing one leg at a time. And that really allows me to learn the technique and how to use the hips. The Taylor's pose, the butterfly stretch, is the position I think I am by far the worst at. And I'm making a lot of progress with this single-legged version. And with that, I think I'm able to do the double-legged version, but I do need to do the single-legged like this, just to activate the muscles, learn how to use my body in this specific movement. So I'm spending a lot of time here to build up the hips to eventually get a lotus pose and progress the hips more. There's quite a bit more of this stretching going on, so take a moment to think about what you train. When you train something with both limbs, like you're doing a squat or really any movement that uses both of your legs at the same time or both of your arms at the same time, experiment with doing one arm to refine the technique, learn how to use your body, especially with some movements that you're challenged with and that you might have plateaued. Spend a good amount of time working one limb at a time. You can put more of your energy and focus into one limb than you can with both, and you can actually put more strength per limb with a single limb than with both limbs. It's called the bilateral deficit. Otherwise, get out of your normal patterns, know what your normal patterns of movements are, fully bend your legs, get into a squat, get onto the floor. This is kind of the secret athletic techniques that I've honed over the years. Focus on your breathing. Wim Hof has a really good breathing, beginner level breathing program. A lot of yoga does as well. Now, after all this stretching, I got into some pirouettes in the handstand. I did it against the wall for quite a while, but now I can do it both sides, so I think I'm done with the wall. Still, one direction is better than the other, but I can do it not against the wall, and I think that's where I'll continue to do it. And I'll try to find some more ways to use the wall a bit more because you can, again, like regress it a bit to get better technique and learn how to expand your movement vocabulary. Some of the daily plyometrics, working on the jumping, I feel like my technique is getting better, especially in the tucking, and getting more air control is something that I've been getting. Along with the footwork improving, both of these movements are fairly new to me, so I'm seeing a lot of improvement just from the novel stimulus. And here I'm getting into the compression. This is, I got this off a YouTube short I saw, and this is a pretty advanced level compression work, and I think I'll be sticking with it. I'm really feeling it in the legs, into the core, into the hips, the quads. So this is a kind of advanced compression strength. Don't overlook your compression strength if that's one of your goals. Very overlooked aspect of strength.